often find ourselves complaining about global warming, pollution, and other problems. But have we ever tried finding solution? So today our story will help you out and in learning that big problems does not need big solutions. It's like simple solution. And we have with us Momo from GreenAmmo, and she is the president. So let's just learn from her how can we resolve these big problems by simple solutions.
Hi. It is so rightly said that the issue of pollution is so large that I think it is about time that we start finding solutions that is simple enough. Because somewhere down the line, we all are contributors to pollution, whether it's voluntarily, whether it's involuntarily, whether it is consciously, whether it's subconsciously. Being a human being comes with carbon footprint. So it is everybody's responsibility in whichever capacity we can that we start finding solutions for it. And this is where I believe that I'm so blessed to be a part of GreenAmmo that we could come up with at least few solutions that can be implemented at an individual level as well. How did we find GreenAmmo? The major heads of this organization, be that myself, be that Amit, who is the CEO, or be that our chairman, Miss Sarong, we all are avid travelers. We love traveling. So this journey basically started with me. I started traveling at a very young age, and I saw there is so much waste in and around, and it was something new to me because I'm born and brought up in Meghalaya, right? This is my home. We are used to cleaner surfaces. At least back then, we were used to a lot more cleaner areas out here. And then when I started traveling, I went to the cities and I went even to trekking routes. You know, there was so much of dirt around, and primarily all of this dirt comprised of plastic. And I'm not quite somebody who is very fond of discussing problems because we all know this is a problem. I am a solution oriented person. So that is when I started figuring out what can we do with all of these plastic. It is one thing to say no to single-use plastic, which is the best case scenario. But I also understand that in the areas where I was traveling, probably the problem was not that Maggie was being sold. The problem was Maggie was being asked. What does a small person whose entire family runs out of those 4 or 5 packets of Maggies, what does that person do? And I was back then not in the capacity of giving an alternative source, right? So it started with raising awareness to all of the trekkers that let us start asking for more local things like momos, like potharos. Let's start asking for things that comes in natural leaves. And the idea began that, okay, what about the plastic that is already out there in the environment? What do we do with that? So that is when we started filling the plastic in the bottle and kind of refining the idea of bottle breaks and eco breaks, and refining the idea of giving people solutions that can be applicable at an individual, at a grassroots, at a ground level, not just have a top-bottom approach, but also a bottom-up approach. And Amit joined in a few years, and we started with a Facebook page called GreenAmmo. So Ammo is AM for Amit, MO for Momo. So Ammo, it is also an ammunition for the biggest rival that we have for all species alike, that is pollution. And green is, why not? Because we're for environment and nature. And it started with a Facebook page, and a few years down the line, we've converted GreenAmmo as a trust, and rest is history. Today we are here sitting together.
Okay, so just give us a simple solution. What people can do and how can they start it at home?
Okay, first thing is reduce. I mean, this is needless to say. Where you do not need to use single-use plastic, please do not use single-use plastic. I believe we can carry our own water bottles if we can carry 3 cell phones, right? It is okay. But if you see that there is plastic already out there, or there is plastic getting generated in your own residences for some reason or the other, the depth of which is not something I'm going to get inside today, the solution that we have is this. This is called a bottle brick, right? Looks very simple. What people, the common man, the common mass can do is help us with the first 4 stages of making the bottle brick. And that includes a collection of all of the soft plastic, the single-use soft plastic that we have. Chips, chocolate, Maggi, biscuit, atta, maida, masala, cement bags, of course the packaging plastic. And you have all of those Amazon and Meesho and all of those plastic. Just collect them. The plastic needs to be clean and dry. If there is cooked food out there, just wipe it, or just wash it with a little bit of eco-friendly surf. Just wash it a little. It takes just barely few minutes to dry up, right? And then you start feeding it inside. This is the toughest part, and this is where people can help us. If they can give us manually checked good quality brick, then it goes through series of processes to check out the germs inside, to check the compression of this, whether it is correct or not, to check the weight of this, whether it is correct or not, to see that how much it bends, if there is any form of heat that is applicable. And this is just with the brick. The more far complicated process starts when you're using it as a replacement for construction. It's not a fancy name, bottle brick. It is a replacement for construction. For any non-load bearing structures of a bigger construction, such as the walls, because generally the load is on the vertical pillars and the plinth beams. So all of the walls, imagine replacing traditional clay bricks with this. First of all, traditional clay brick itself causes a lot of pollution. You know the brick industries. I mean, all of us have seen the black smoke out of it. That reduces. This is something, at least in the first 4 stages, every individual can take part in it. There is barely an age gap. We have little kids who are in second standards who do it. We have women who are 85 years old who also do it. So you can see the age range. It can happen in every household.
It's like, they should be willing to do that and work.
Yeah, and it is so simple. Instead of bin A, you just put it in bottle A. That's it. Twist it, put it, use a stick, and you just keep tightening it. So there's a song that we always sing when we, make this. So we say, clean it, twist it, put it inside, push it. Clean it, twist it, put it inside, push it. So when does the push it comes? After you feel that, okay, there are 6-7 plastics inside, just use a little and just keep pushing it. The idea is not to make more and more and more of this. The idea is to put more and more and more of plastic inside this. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Wow. So what are the other initiatives that you have been?
Okay, so with regards to environment itself, soft plastic waste, bottle brick is our solution. We work extensively with the idea of at-source composting and bioenzymes. Composting, I believe everybody knows about it. It's a rule of the browns and the greens, and we teach young kids a lot on how to make compost bins and have these compost bins in their own homes as well as in schools, where just the food waste that is generated in their own lives can go in the compost bins. Of course, we ask them to avoid putting cooked food or meat or fish. And to be very honest, all of that, thankfully, the current generation is very aware. All of that actually goes to the dogs. I have seen the younger kids, mix up all of that and give it to the dogs and give it to the street cats, which is amazing, because why not?
Yes, this was my next question. That what change do you see? In the younger generation, are they curious to work for the environment?
So when it comes to the younger generation, they are very curious to work for the environment. I just believe the problem is they do not know how. Because it is something that is spoken of so much, but at such superficial level that it seems very complex. That sustainability becomes something like, oh my God, only a specific kind of, separate species can do it. No, nothing like that. It is simple. Put your plastic in the bottle, put your food in the compost bin, everything else can go to your doggos and your fur buddies. Otherwise, you can do something as simple as bioenzyme. Creating bioenzyme is so easy, and this is where we help the women as well. We teach the women how to make bioenzymes and how to make cleaners out of them, how to make floor cleaners, wood cleaners, window cleaners out of them. Even it is an excellent, made in a specific manner, it is an excellent thing for the face as well. So it makes your face all radiant and beautiful. And we can give them the opportunity to form small scale businesses for themselves as well. And above all, we try to help our farmer brothers and sisters, because bioenzyme is gold in the form of liquid. It increases the yield they produce magnanimously without harming the soil and helps in regaining the fertility of the soil. And these enzymes can be created with all of the rotten vegetables and fruits that ultimately go to waste. That itself can be converted into bioenzyme and can be used for the field itself.